2016 Honda HR-V. Their charging system light was on their gauge, and I found their battery sensor connector has been repaired before, and one of the wires in the middle was open from this shoddy solder job here, so we're gonna fix that. Got all the wires cut. I got a pigtail connector for her bud. Wire colors don't match up, but it's gonna be home okay. Slide this forward. This is an auto wire stripper. It's pure magic. That should be fine. Twist these up a little bit. I'm going to be using these solder seal connectors right here. These little white doodads right here. And they have wax and solder built into heat shrink, so it's kind of an all-in-one fix that is weatherproof. I've used them before and they work very well. Link in my bio. Solder seal connectors. Twist these up. We're going to slide this in, make sure the bare metal is right in between the piece of solder there. Little baby heat gun. Let that warm up for a sec. And basically I'm going to melt the left side of this heat shrink so this wire stays where I want it to. A little razzle dazzle on there. That should be good. Yes, it is. Go ahead and do that for all of them. These work well, but you gotta make sure you have the wires sitting correctly. You can see colors.
Yeah.
Red.
Red,
I mean, I made that
pink.
blue. Yeah, tight. All right, so blue to red, white to pink,
Yeah.
and red to red.
Yeah.
Simple enough. That makes sense.
Yeah.
For sure, for sure. You just want to make damn sure both these wires are through that piece of solder. And then we're gonna evenly heat this whole doodad. A little more focus on the center where that solder is. As soon as that solder gets hot enough, it will liquefy and suck into the wires. It's probably hard to see, but it's real nice. You don't really want to use a torch or anything for this. It'll be too hot. You can use a lighter, but you have to be really careful. You can see that solder's getting soft, starting to spread through the wire. Gotta get a different angle. Alright, so I can see that solder's melted into the wire. Before you move it too crazy, let it cool down. Let that solder cool down and harden, or you will have a bad time. Should be good. Go to the next one here. Oh yeah, we're solid. And again, just make sure that wire does go through the solder. Tuck this guy away. Alrighty. Double check, triple check. Make sure that wire's in there. Liquefy. That solder just melted in the wire. Different angle on her button. Try and keep this level when you're heating it, because the solder is going to melt to one side or the other. Squish it and form it a little while it's still hot. Push it down a little bit more evenly. Cool it down. And we're looking mint, bud. Got one more. Sorry for my shakes. The best I can do. That one's definitely in there. Here with the pizzazz. I have this heat gun linked in my bio as well, along with an automatic wire stripper. Again, try to keep this level and evenly apply heat. And that solder has turned to liquid, pretty well sealed off. Squish that solder a little bit, turn that off. And there we go. 3 beautifully repaired wires, completely weatherproof. It's got the wax in there and the heat shrink. I'm gonna push it right back into the corrugated tubing. I'm gonna have to chop a little bit off. Chair, slide her in. Let's get some tape on her, bud. Oh yeah, bud. It's looking quite beautiful. That should be good. Yep. And there we go. Good as new. Tucky Tuck Connectify. Let's get that back on there. And let's see if it still has a charging system light on or not. Checky check. Checky check. Alrighty. Did we fix the problem? Over here, displayed charge system error. Not seeing that no more. There was also a LIN communication code. Let's see if that code is gone. You already know what I'm using for that. Auto fix. Yeah, they also had a random doodad plugged into their DLC, just 2 wires. There's the aftermarket head unit, so it's got to have something to do with that. But this trim piece is falling off. That's nice. That code I pulled was in the PGM-FI, which is the engine control unit. We're just going to go into there. There's no need to do an all DTC check, although I did originally do an all DTC check, and there's a bunch of codes, but only that one LIN communication code to the battery sensor was coming back after clearing it. So that's what led me to start looking at the battery sensor wire, and bing bang boom, shit's fucked. But it's okay, because we fixed that. That's what we fix. Little tip for the auto fix, especially the D1 Lite and the D1, the battery is pretty small in these since it's such a tablet skinny style scanner, so definitely power off the scanner all the way, at least every night when you leave the shop. Otherwise it's going to drain the battery overnight. When you go to use it, it's going to be dead. Just a little techie tip, at least plug it in every night if you're going to do it that way. We're going to go into engine PGM-FI, and the code may still be stored, but we can clear it and see if it comes back. Got P16E3 PGM-FI battery sensor LIN communication error. Again, that's what led me to looking at that connector and realizing that there's an open wire. We're going to go to erase codes, ignition on, engine off. Give her a quick sec right here. Let the communication system commence. There we go. Ignition off, back on. Go ahead and start the car, and we'll go to read codes again. And there we go. That code was coming right back before. That worked very nice. Another confirmed fix from the auto fix. Very nice. We fixed that. We fixed that with the auto fix, with the baby heat gun, with the solder steel wire connectors, and with the auto stripper. Got all these linked in my bio. It's very nice.